Hey guys, welcome back to another sports stuff video. Today we're talking about the Budda Baker and him requesting a trade from the Arizona Cardinals. So if you guys do enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell to be notified when I post next. And again, I am going live for the NFL Draft on April 27th at 5 p.m. So if you want to come along and watch, react to picks, have fun with me, we're going to play some games. I'm really excited. Let's get into today's video about Budda Baker. So, Budda Baker has officially requested a trade from the Arizona Cardinals. He's an all-pro, Pro Bowl safety, probably the best player on that Cardinals team right now, pound for pound, and he's been one of the best safeties in the league. So starting off today, Budda Baker, I think a really good fit for him is the Detroit Lions. I think they're a team that could definitely use his services just like every other team in the league. But I mean, they have Kirby Joseph. They have Tracy Walker at safety. They also have C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who they've been saying they could play more in the slots, more than at safety. So, given that information that I'm using, Detroit, they trade for Budda Baker, and they trade number 18 overall and Romeo Okwara for Budda Baker and 105. So they trade a first and a backup pass rusher for Budda Baker, a all-pro safety, and a 4th-round pick. Now, I had to throw in Romeo Okwara because I think it's, if you're going to be trading a 1st-round pick, might as well attach something to really get them wanting your team. And on top of that, you get a 4th-round pick back, basically for Romeo Okwara, and part of that, knowledge of, trading for 18 overall is very hard for Budda Baker because, he is an aging guy who wants a really big contract. But at the same time, you don't got to pay him that contract. You can say, hey, Budda Baker, we're a playoff level team. We want to get as many pieces together as we can to make that big push to win a division, maybe even win a Super Bowl in the next 2-3 years. Come be a part of our team. You have the foundation for a Budda Baker. He can come in, start for you immediately. And again, Romeo Okwara, he's a very backup pass rusher. Had 100 snaps last year, had 2 sacks in those 100 snaps. And the Cardinals need pass rush help. So they get a pass rusher and a 1st-round pick. You get a all-pro, Pro Bowl safety in Budda Baker to be your strong safety. You have Kirby Joseph as free safety, C.J. Gardner-Johnson at nickel corner. Then you have Cam Sutton, Emmanuel Mosley, Jerry Jacobs, Will Harris, all these guys to play corner safety. But Budda Baker comes in, say, hey, me and C.J. Gardner-Johnson, we are like all pro level guys. Let us help remake this team into what it needs to be for the next 2 years. Honestly, C.J. Gardner-Johnson's on a 1-year deal. Budda Baker's on a 2-year deal, $14.5 million a year. So they both gonna be here for at least 1 year. Say, let's go all in, put all of our chips in. A 1st-round pick at number 18. We still keep number 6 overall from the Rams, but at 18 overall, we trade it for all-pro safety. And you could give him a contract if you want to, because you can always cut Jared Goff. That money can then go to Budda Baker. But at worst, he's a 2-year, $28 million contract that you can use at your position of need. So I think that's a really good draft trade for the Detroit Lions. But moving on, if I can figure out how to get this hotkey to work. There we go. Okay, so then we got the Miami Dolphins trading for Budda Baker. Yet again, another team that I think could use that over-the-top safety. They obviously have Javon Holland, but after that, they don't really have a safety on the roster I trust. They have Xavier Howard and Jalen Ramsey now on their team at corner. So if you get a Budda Baker, finish off that safety. Again, this is another team for the next 2 or 3 years is going all in trying to win a Super Bowl. And I think adding Budda Baker to the secondary can really make you a Super Bowl level team. Not that they're not already a contender, but I think this really finishes that defense to be a true contender. You got the pass rush, you got the linebackers, you got the secondary. This defense is ready to win a Super Bowl. So you trade a 2nd-round pick, number 51 overall, and the reason I throw in Noah Igbenogany is that the Cardinals need corners. They don't have a single corner that I trust on this roster anymore. So if they can get a corner who is a former 1st-round pick, not in good standings with your organization, Noah Igbenogany gets a fresh start. The Cardinals get a high upside corner for a year, and the Cardinals also get a 2nd-round pick just outside of the top 50 pick, and the Miami Dolphins get Budda Baker. Not my favorite trade on here, but I definitely think it's worth a talk. If the Miami Dolphins can pull this off, I really think this would make their defense just ready to win a Super Bowl. Jalen Ramsey, Budda Baker, Xavier Howard, Javon Holland, Bradley Chubb, Jalen Phillips, the pass rush that you have, the offense that you have. Just keep stacking as many chips for the next 2 or 3 years to try and win a Super Bowl on Tua's rookie deal. And when you have all this talent around your team. And moving on, final team, I have the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is the team that I think makes the most sense. They're young, on the rise, just made the playoffs. They won a playoff game. Yes, they won a playoff game. I was forgetting. They just won a playoff game in their first time with this head coach and quarterback. So what they're going to do is they're trading their first round and Clavon Chasen for Budda Baker in that same 105 overall pick. So the Cardinals, they get 24 overall, another first round pick, obviously. But they also get a former first round pick, just like Noah Igbenogany last time with the Dolphins. But this time, it's a pass rusher with Clavon Chasen. Again, low risk, high reward. He's just a guy to throw in the trade. Because I think no matter what, any first round pick, you got to throw in another pick to get rid of Budda Baker. Because he did request a trade, and he's going to be very expensive for any team. And the Jaguars are the first team that I think would be able to extend him to his massive breaking contract that he wants at the safety position. Because he wants to be the highest paid safety. I think the Jags can afford it, and I think they're willing to pay Budda Baker that money. So they get rid of Clavon Chasen. They say, Clavon, thank you for your time with our organization, but you can get a fresh start with a team that could really desperately needs a starting caliber defensive ends. He gets a new start. Maybe he can become something in Arizona. The Jags get an All-Pro, Pro Bowl safety, and a 4th round pick. And again, they are the only team that I talked about today that I think is eligible to extend him and not have to worry about the money. Because every other team has guys on big contracts on both sides of the ball. The Jaguars don't really have that. They don't have the massive contracts, and they're really itching for a secondary member to make an impact. And I think Budda Baker can, and Jacksonville. So, if you guys did enjoy this video, this quick little video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below. What team do you think Budda Baker is going to get traded to? I think the Jags make the most sense, but I think the Lions are the team that I think are the dark horse. But again, I'm going to go Jaguars. I think they make the final trade. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Peace and bye.